moving on, we are now going to move on to an interesting part of the meeting today, and that is the table topic session. So I'd like to introduce the table topics master for tonight. Do you guys know who it is?
Yes. Our best role player last meeting.
So in the previous meeting, the table topics master was the grammar police. But now she is not just the table topics police, but she is the government that governs the topics that are going to run your lives. So beware, I'm just kidding. Don't be scared. I hope you all enjoy. I now pass on the floor to our table topics master, Toastmaster Divya. Toastmaster Divya, over to you. Be a good president.
Good evening, everyone. Okay, I can't share my screen, by the way.
Okay.
Okay, can. Got it. Thank you. Okay, can you see my screen?
Yeah, perfect.
And am I clear?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, so before starting, please allow me to do my due diligence of explaining the rules or the flow of our table topic session. So good evening, everyone. This is the table topic sessions in which we learn thinking on the feet and speaking off the cuff. Yes, this is the time we learn impromptu speech. I will first call for a volunteer. If you want to speak, please turn your mic on and voice out. Then I will let you choose a topic. As I read the topic twice, you begin to speak for 2 minutes. So are there any volunteers? Anyone? I'll ask again, any volunteers? Okay, if none, then I shall call names. So guys, please be prepared. So when I call you, you are able to voice out. Okay, so can we have Toastmasters Nisa? Nisa, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Hello. Good evening. Okay, so I have
Number
7
3.
questions. Okay, number 3, very quick. Okay.
Oh my God.
Okay. Are you holding on to something that you need to let go of? I repeat, are you holding on to something that you need to let go of?
Oh my God. Thank you, Toastmaster Divya, for such a quite difficult question for this evening. Am I holding something that is it difficult for me to let go? Yeah. I think the most difficult thing that I need to let go is fear. Fear to talk like now. I just turn on my camera and bring my mic and and somehow you mentioned my name. Okay, so yeah, that's it. Thank you. Back to you.
Thank you, Toastmasters Nisa. I'm sorry I caught you off guard. Okay, so makes sense. So any volunteers before I catch you off guard? Trust me, it's not nice to do so. So any volunteers?
Hello, may I try? Lock here.
Yes, sure. What number would you like?
May I choose number 2?
Okay, sure. Okay. What is the difference between living and existing? I repeat, what is the difference between living and existing?
Who is the timer? Sorry. Oh, okay. Okay, got it. What is the difference between living and existing? Wow, it's such a philosophical question. Existing. How do you define existing? Existing means that you like something or someone's that exist in this world. It means that it was there before and it might be no more, which is the opposite words of the existing is extinct. And living means that we are at this current moment, at these current times, and we breathe the current air that we live to our fullness. So this is a difference between existing and living. For example, in this COVID pandemic times, are you exist or are you living? Exist means like you only present currently, and then actually you didn't experience the whole environment. You didn't even go through the pandemic and you didn't feel the frustrations, you didn't feel the sadness, you didn't feel the excitements. So if you having the feeling of, you feel all this feeling about you, and you have a feeling on the environment itself, it means that actually you live in the current moment and it proves that you are living. So ladies and gentlemen, from now onwards, don't be exist in this world, but live for the fullness in this world. Experience the world, experience the fullness of your life. Thank you.
Thank you, Luke. Next, moving on. I believe that the questions are a bit hard, but can you see my screen?
Yeah, I can see your screen.
Moment. Sorry. Okay. Okay. So, any volunteers, or shall I call names?
I'd
Any
like to try
members?
Divya.
Okay.
Okay, sure.
Yeah,
Okay, which number would you like?
I'd like to pick number 4.
Okay, I think this is the easiest question. Yeah. What do you love most about yourself? I repeat, what do you love most about yourself?
Okay. What do I love most about myself? Fellow Toastmasters, this is a very hard question because I love a lot of things about myself. Well, but something that I can say, it stands out from all the things I love about myself is my tenacity to be able to stand in times of anything that is brought in my face or in my life. So I'm someone who is strong and who is well-powered and who is very patient. I'm very meek. I am very strong. I'm very strong and I work hard. But above all these things, the first thing that I would say I love the most about myself is that I am created in a female. I feel like, you know, the female race is the most superior of all the races here on earth. So the best thing I love about myself is that I am a girl and I'm female and I'm a strong woman. Thank you.
Thank you, dear Grammarian. I believe you're a very strong person. Okay. So moving on, now we have 4 more questions left. Number 1, 5, 6, and 7. So any volunteers?
I'd like to volunteer.
Sure. What number would you like? 1, 5, 6, and 7.
The easiest one, which number is it?
Okay, let me ask you my. Okay, I believe this is easy. I believe.
Okay.
Who do you think stands between you and happiness?
Okay. Can't see the timer. Okay. That's not a question of who, it's a question of what. There's one thing that always stands between me and happiness. But the problem is it's such an oxymoron. And it makes me happy, but at the same time, after indulging with it, it makes me sad too. And that is none other than food. I always want to lose weight, but then when I start eating and eating, I'm so happy. I'm so indulged. I feel like there's nothing else that can match. No girlfriend, no future wife, no job, no money, nothing. If I have a McDonald's burger when I'm really hungry, I feel like I have achieved success. It's like winning that Lamborghini or that big Ferrari that you've always wanted. But then after that, the guilt starts tripping in. And that is the only thing that always stays between me and my happiness. But here's the thing, the most important thing, food doesn't just make me happy, it makes others happy around me too. So when there's no food around me, it's just not me who's unhappy, it's others who are unhappy too. So please, next time you meet me, please give me some or treat me with some nice food. Okay, back to you, Table Topics Master.
Thank you, dear President. I truly agree with you. Okay, so next, any volunteers? Or shall I call names? I think let's have one from our guest. Can we have Mr. Ziggy? Is Mr. Ziggy there?
Yeah, hi. Hello, can you hear me?
Okay. Yes, I can.
Right. Okay, I'll take number 5.
Number 5.
Is that
Okay.
yeah, that's right.
Okay, I hope it's a good question. It's a good question. You see. If life is so short, why do we do so many things we don't like and like so many things we don't do?
The first thing that we don't understand is how short life really is. Most of the time, we always tend to focus on the things that really don't matter. Most of us get into a subject of study which we are so passionate about, but we end up working in a job which is totally unrelated to what we have studied for. And most of the time, life is like that. And I noticed that all over the life that I have lived, sometimes you think, where is the quality of what you really want? Because most of the decisions that we make is not based on what we really like to do, but it's based on what people around us tell us. So in my whole life of understanding, I came to a point where I realized that maybe I should stop listening to everybody around me and start listening to that one person that really matters. And that one person is me. And that's what changed everything. The job you choose, the life you live, it is a choice that is made only by one person. And in that one person, again, is me. So next time, if you're faced with that challenge, knowing that the life we see it is short, make sure it counts, make sure it's sweet, and live your life to the fullest. Back to you.
That was great advice, Mr. Ziggy. So I would like to congratulate everyone for giving excellent speeches and thank you for volunteering. And please do not forget to use the word of the day, which is, I don't know how to pronounce it, but I believe you know what it is. So don't forget to pronounce it. And thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much. Table Topics.
Now this session, as mentioned earlier, this is the most delicious session where we get to learn even more, because evaluation session is where we learn what we can improve and how we can elevate our speeches today, and maybe to all the speakers in the future, and hope that someone from UTP will become a champion. First of all, I will start with the table topic evaluator, who I would like to invite Jason to present the evaluation session for table topics. The stage is yours.
Thank you so much, Madam GE Kim. And thank you so much for such a wonderful Kahoot session just now by the TME, Ahmed, and also club president. According to Zig Ziglar, I stole this from the last speaker, Zainab. Zig Ziglar said, you must make a choice to take a chance, or else your life would never change. I would like to congratulate the 6 people, in particular those Table Topics Master Divya, who I believe is the first time as the Table Topics Master. You took a choice and that's your chance. Your life has already changed. And also the 5 Table Topic speakers, which I'm going to give some form of feedback and encouragement for you to keep moving forward. I'll start with the first speaker for tonight, Toastmaster Nisa. I hope all the 5 Toastmasters table topic speakers can actually switch on your video right now, because I will perform better by speaking to you in person, even though we are many, many kilometers away. Toastmaster Nisa was the first to go. Apparently, she said that she was not prepared, but to me, by saying yes and by unmuting yourself, Toastmaster Nisa, you already told everyone that you were prepared. I like the attitude. And in Toastmaster, I believe your attitude of not saying no and just taking a step forward will actually bring you further results. You might not see it in the early days of Toastmaster in a new club especially, but say yes, continue saying yes. And I was actually mesmerized by how sweet, albeit a short speech, but how sweet you can speak and deliver your story. I want to encourage you to continue taking up your hand during table topic session and continue saying yes. Next time, I surely can see you and imagine you as an accomplished table topic impromptu speaker. Good job, Nisa. Move on to speaker number 2, Locke. Hi,
Thank you
Locke.
very much.
Hi. Oh, Nisa. Oh, there are 2 Nisas in this group. Am I right?
No, only me.
Okay. Oh, you just switch on your video because I was shocked to see your face. All right. Great job, Nisa. Moving on to Toastmaster Locke. Hi, Locke. Locke was given a pretty challenging topic. Actually, all the topics tonight I find is very challenging. Thank you, Divya, for the stimulating topics. Locke took it in a stride, and I was mesmerized by Locke's background and natural ability to start. I believe Locke had some form of experience with the table topics. Locke was proactive to say, I want to go. The other thing, 2 things that I really like to encourage Locke is he has good body language. He uses his hands, both hands well. If I'm just holding one piece of paper and I just use one hand, you can see a difference between when I use both hands. So Locke played it very well. One beautiful thing Locke did is he gave a personal example. For example, then he gave something. It might be a real story, it might be just a definition from his own mind, but it's all right because it adds on to the dimension of a 2-minute speech. And he ended the speech with a call to action, which is very beautiful. He encouraged us to take some form of action. If there's a room for Locke to improve, it's learn how to connect with the audience in your next speech, whether it's a prepared speech or impromptu speech, by maybe asking questions, by maybe putting more eye contact or gestures, or by maybe calling even a name. For example, Toastmaster Mufaro, I'll be calling your name next to catch your attention. So that's one of the ways to connect with the audience. Toastmaster Mufaro was the 3rd speaker. The thing that really struck me, and I want to congratulate Mufaro, is the way she is able to organize her speech. I find her speech very well organized. It was not a very long speech. It didn't take up to 2 minutes, but I could follow. There was a good opening. There was an opening. There was body, and also there was a conclusion. Toastmaster Mufaro, if I were to encourage you to improve further, would be using your 2 hands. I remember you were holding on to the mic with one hand, and the other hand you were trying to put on your gestures to support your content. So this hand is good, but this hand, if you can put it down and use both hands, it will be more dynamic. You can show more things throughout the talk. But overall, good organization. The 4th one is none other than our president and Toastmaster of the evening, Ahmed. Ahmed, from minute number 1, I really know that he will be a mesmerizing speaker. What I really like about Ahmed was, yeah, I saw somebody clapping just now. Is it Boo? What I really like about Ahmed is sense of humor. Ahmed, continue being the humorous one. Whether you're doing project, presidential speech, table topics, master, whatever, continue to inject humor so that we can laugh. I think laughter is always the best medicine. And Ahmed, today, you made me laugh the most, although we hardly know each other. We already made friends virtually. When we meet, Well, we see the real person and I get to see you and give you a fist bump. You started with a good direction. You went forward. You said, this is my point. And you went forward. You didn't sway. It was very, very smooth. Good body language, hand gestures. And as I said, your strength is sense of humor. If I may suggest a room to improve for your next table topics would be a conclusion. Have a conclusion that link back to the topic. If you could still remember, I think it was a long topic. It's not easy, but try your best to link to your message at least, and then encourage the audience to take action. Oh, this is what I think, and I think this is what we should do from now on. Boom, that can be a conclusion. Lastly will be
Thank you.
Ziggy, one of the guests. Ziggy started off with a hook. It caught my attention straight away. I was trying to write notes, but immediately I look up to Ziggy and I want to see who this person is. Ziggy has one of the best vocal variety so far I have seen in this meeting. I think everyone agree with that. If you want to learn vocal variety, there are 2 persons to learn from in this club. Actually 3, I must add on. One is actually guest Ziggy. Second is Toastmaster Mufaro. Third is Toastmaster Ahmed. All of them have above average vocal variety. And I like the way Ziggy has also good eye contact. Ziggy, if you are thinking of joining a club, yeah, you should join one of the club and have more time to practice. If I were to give you a little challenge, Ziggy, for your next table topics would be to add your personal story. Actually, there was a moment in your content where you said, everybody said you should listen to somebody else, but I think you should listen to one person. I was thinking, oh, maybe you want to say God or the universe. But then you ended up saying, listen to me. The one person you should listen to is me. I thought that was the moment where you could spin into a personal story. Why you said you should listen to me? Was there something you learned in your life experience? Or was there something you learned somewhere else through another dimension? So I was hoping to hear that. Be more vulnerable, even in table topics and also project speeches, so that we can connect with the audience. Personal story always works best. The theme for tonight's meeting, trust the timing of your life. I personally believe that table topics is one of the best opportunity for anybody, Toastmasters or guests or member or club officers, to practice impromptu speaking skills. Listening, thinking, speaking, connecting. The last part is the toughest. I'm still learning. Today I'm connecting with you with a phone, and I know I don't do as well as connecting with a big monitor in front of me. Perhaps I want to challenge myself in my next meeting. I want to connect with a phone instead of a big monitor. Because if we can connect through the little hole in front of our phone, seeing just 4 people on a gallery view, I believe when you give me a full screen with 25 people on the screen, I will find it much more easier. Kudos to all the speakers, kudos to the table topics master, and also kudos to the club. This is my first time visiting this club, and I find that the vibes is very, very positive. With that, I'll hand the floor back to Madam G.E. Kim. Back to you.
Thank you, Jason. I really love he actually wrapped up, he summarized for us, what we learned today in all the table topic speaker. And thank you for sharing your points. I truly, truly agree with it. And I really love your evaluation because you inject your own personal feelings towards the meeting and also the table topics. Love it. Thank you so much, Jason.